Hi, Marketing Girlies. Welcome back to another episode of Marketing Girly by Sky Society. Today, we are celebrating Sky Society's fifth birthday, which is so crazy. It has been an insane 2 weeks because we got a new office for Sky Society, which is so crazy. So, we now have our very first official office, which is like I said, literally crazy. I've had Sky Society. I started it 5 years ago, so to actually be able to meet with the team in person. This past year, I've been hiring only Austin-based team members, so I knew I wanted to get an office one day. I just didn't know when we'd be able to make it happen, and we finally have. It's the most gorgeous, historic home. It's not on our Instagram yet. I know we posted some stories, but we will be posting lots of office content, so stay tuned for that. It's truly a gorgeous my goal was to get an office that didn't feel like an office, and this office definitely doesn't feel like an office. So excited for that. And today's the event. So literally such an insane week. So that is why I'm recording today's episode today, which I usually never do. Huge thank you to Andrea. She's the one that publishes all the episodes for having to edit this a bit late since I got to it a bit late. But I thought today, since I am wrapping up planning this event, that we could talk about what goes into event planning and how to plan your own event. Sky Society has a team now, which is amazing. So today I had lots of help planning the event, but for the first couple in-person events I did, I had no help planning them other than my incredible friends. I don't want to say I had no help because they were absolutely amazing, but it was mostly me. And events are so stressful, so much goes into it. And I think that the Sky Society events are so special because they're so thoughtful. And I really try to be intentional behind every single event that we do and really have a purpose behind it, really think about your experience as a marketing girly coming to one of our events. So I thought I'd walk you through that process, what that looks like, and give you some of my tips in case you want to host your own event, or even if you're just hosting with friends or you want to host for your job, things that I take into consideration, how I do them, and my tips there. So that's what we're going to go through in today's episode. I also want to say we do a lot of virtual events. So if you follow Sky Society on LinkedIn or in our newsletter, you will know that we do virtual events. I think virtual events are such an amazing way to engage the community for essentially free. Whenever we do virtual events, we host them on Eventbrite, which is free if you're doing free tickets, and then we host them through Zoom. If you have fewer than 100 attendees, you can just have a basic Zoom account, which is like $20 a month. So that's super cheap. And then if you have over 100 over 100 attendees, you'll need the large meeting add-on, which is quite expensive. I think it's a couple $100. However, nothing compared to what it costs to put an in-person event together. So just wanted to shout that out, that virtual events are such a great way to build community. If you know anything about Sky Society, you know that we are huge proponents of community. I always say when people ask me what is Sky Society is a community for the marketing girlies. We are a community first, and I take a lot of pride and care and love for our community that we have. And events are such a great way to cultivate that. So when it comes to in-person events, our fifth birthday party that we're doing is, I think, our third or fourth event. And so much goes into it. So I'm just going to start with before we start to plan an event. So usually what we like to do is collaborate with a venue to be able to host the event for free at their space. At the start, this was really difficult because we had no proof of what we could put together. So I remember our very first event we did at Estelle's. It's since closed down here in Austin, but they said we could have this just like little area upstairs, like not at all a full venue, just this little area. And I didn't know how many people would show up or would come. So I was basically, we had way more people than that space would fit, but it's totally fine because usually what we like to do for our events is host them on weekday nights when traditional restaurants are slower, right? They're not usually busy on a Tuesday or Wednesday evening. And so usually it's just a great way for these venues to get people in the doors. Now, different venues that you work with, some aren't going to want to give you the space for free. If it's a restaurant and they normally are seating tables, they have no incentive to want to give you that space for free, right? Also, if you're trying to get a legit venue that would otherwise be vacant and to host you, they're going to have like a bunch of extra staff and stuff come in. It's also not going to make sense for them. So usually what I found is the places that make the most sense are bars that are a bit more elevated, that usually are really slow on a weeknight and would really appreciate having a bunch of people come in and order drinks, right? So you have to think about, okay, if we're going to have a venue, what's the benefit for them? You can't just go in and expect like, "Oh, yeah, this place is gonna give it to me for free because people are gonna come and post about it." That's usually not enough. So, usually what we've done is try to find spaces that are kind of that open seating style that would normally not be busy on a weekday night. So we can come in on a night that's slower and just bring a bunch of people in that are going to buy things and help make the money. Now that we've grown, we also get to show like how much people post at the events that we host and who we get to bring in. So our events, our audience is marketing girlies, usually age 21 to like 35. And so that is and they're all like usually in corporate America, right? They're marketing girlies, you're working girlies. It's a really lucrative audience for a lot of people because those are great customers too, right? Right. The marketing girlies like to try new restaurants, we like to spend money on going out with our girlfriends. And so also now that we've done these, we get to show like not only are we bringing people in, but these are the types of people that are coming in and they're the types that you want in your spaces. And the other thing that's so great about marketing girlies is we love to post content. And so I always try to make sure I'm thinking about what are the photographable moments going to be. And it's not going to be people aren't going to want to post the Sky Society logo all the time. As much as I would love for them to post the Sky Society logo, that's likely not what they're going to want to post. So really thinking through how can we create moments, and usually we do that around Marketing Girly, Hot Girls Work in Marketing. Our last event we did, we had these really cool newspapers that said like breaking news, hot girls work in marketing. It was so cute. Girls love taking photos. And then they're tagging that venue too. Usually, a lot of times we pick, again, venues that are a bit quieter. So they're not places that people know of. So, number one, we're doing a lot of research and trying to find a place that's actually cute because we're bringing in the girlies. We need a place that's cute and aesthetic. That's a little bit of a hidden gem. So, that definitely takes a decent amount of time is finding a venue that's going to host us, pitching them like, hey, this is the audience that we're going to have. This is how many people are going to have. We'll work with you on a night. Usually we're flexible on our dates. We're not going in and be like, it has to be this date. Being flexible is really great because you get to work with the venue or the place that you're going to go at and see what's best for them. And if they want, usually like to do early in the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, because that's their slower nights. And again, showing that I think our last event we had, oh my gosh, we got tagged in like over 100 pieces of content. And we're a very small brand, like I say, to a small business. So to get tagged like over 100 times in stories, like to have 100 people post about your brand in one night is insane. And so, and on top of that, we had a bunch of TikToks, we had in feed posts, we had so much stuff. And so following the event, we always like to screenshot all of that, count all of that, track all of that so that we can use that in the future in our pitch deck to pitch other venues. So that's how it goes into picking a space. So for this, our 5th birthday party, we're hosting it at San Guinness. It's got a gorgeous outdoor patio. It's so cute. And it's a place that I feel like is underrated. I feel like they serve amazing drinks and amazing churros and amazing food too. And not a lot of people know about it or have been before. So it was really exciting. It aligned really well. In the past, we've done other spots in Austin. But yeah, we're working with San Diego. That's how the venue piece works. And then I go into like, what is the theme for the event going to be? We try to do different themes. So not every event is our brand colors. However, our last event was like very red themed because red was really in style and everyone thought that our brand color was red. So this time we wanted to lean more into Sky Society blue. And what's really cool right now is especially with spring, powder like blue is really trending right now. So it works perfect. And so all of our accents are that. We also do 2 signature things at all of the events. One is we have custom cups. So this is a way to incentivize drink orders, which we know really helps the places that we're going to, right? They want people to spend money to buy drinks. So we provide these really cute custom cups. I do a different color every event, which is really fun. The cups always say Hot Girls Work in Marketing. And so again, you want to post that cup on your story when you're getting the drink, right? So it's really, really cute. We always do custom cups, different designs, and they're on theme. So for this one, it's a white cup with blue lettering that says Hot Girls Work in Marketing. They're gorgeous. And then we kind of played into it's our birthday, so we wanted to do birthday party. So we just played into pastels. I also too try not to do things that are too much a trend. So I do know that like birthday parties is kind of trending like with the little hats and little things. And I do think it's so cute, but I always want to put my own spin on it and do things that I feel like haven't been done before. So I spend a ton of time on Pinterest. I am pinning things. I'm not always in like event pins. I really just try to like click on things and like go down rabbit holes of stuff and really try to just get as many ideas as possible really curate my feed. It takes a while for me, like, to start with a theme of like, okay, it's birthday, we want to do pastels, we want to do our Sky Society blue, to what everything looks like at the event. And that's usually what the delay is I'm trying to like think creatively on what I want to do and how I want the event to go. And I usually start by actually envisioning somebody coming, walking in the door, and their experience throughout the event. So I'm a very visual person, so I can truly like see that person coming in with their friends. They're walking in, like, what do we want for them? So for our birthday event, we obviously want photo ops. So for all of the tables, we will design little Hot Girls Work in Marketing signs that will go on all the tables. For this tablescape setting, every single table has a little sign that says Hot Girls Work in Marketing. It's designed to match our theme. Check our Instagram in the next couple days. You girls will see all of it. Then we have mirrors with the custom decal that say Hot Girls Work in Marketing. So you can take a selfie in the mirror. And then we're also doing a little mini donut tower with pearls in it, and candles on top to really kind of signify birthday. So that's going to go on all the tables. Again, you're going to want to take a little selfie in the mirror, hopefully. It's a lot of photo ops for you. Hopefully you're ordering your drink. You got your really cute cup. You've got that. We also like to play into whatever the venue special thing is. So for this place, they're known for their churros. Familiar with San Guinness? They're like a very famous churro shop in Madrid, Spain. I went when I went to study abroad in Madrid, Spain in college. So we wanted to give churros. So we purchased churros for 100 guests. So up to 100 guests can come and get a churro. We ordered custom cups. So they'll come as Sky Society cups. And we have like little birthday sprinkles to put on top of that. So it's an easy way for us to customize something that the space does really well, which is make these churros, but putting the little rainbows, pastel star sprinkles and having our custom cups makes it feel on brand. And again, great content as well for the little Sky Society cup. So we have the churro station. It's our birthday, but I also always like to know, like, not everybody's going to be familiar with the Sky Society brand. So they might not really care that it's Sky Society's birthday. And that's not something that I take personally at all. Like, we're a business. You might not know about us. You might have seen the Marketing Girly Hot Girls Work in Marketing event, and you don't really know what Sky Society is. So why would you care that it's our fifth birthday? So we're kind of doing a little spin on it where we're celebrating our fifth birthday, but we want to know what you're celebrating. So we have these really big, beautiful boards. We have these custom Hot Girls Work in Marketing little notepad stickers that you can write what you're celebrating, pin it on the board. So, we're celebrating our fifth birthday, but we also know that you probably have career wins. We want to know what you're celebrating. So we've got the custom cups, we've got the little board, we've got the churro stand. I also want there to be spots to take cute pictures. So we made this really beautiful custom Marketing Girly banner, and that's going to be like the main photo op and the main photo spot. So again, usually what I'm thinking there is like, okay, they're going to get there. What are they going to do when they're there? And what are the opportunities for them to feel seen, to feel engaged, and also to take pictures? I'm always thinking about that, right? Why are you going to take your time to go to an event? I'm also somebody that does not like networking events. I really despise networking events. I feel like I go to them, they're always the same. It's just different people, but they're just always the same. So I always want ours to feel so special. And something that I do at every single event, I started this at my very first event, is I have a networking activity. This also comes from me being somebody that wants to do things alone. There would be so many times where I'd want to go to a networking event, but I would feel like I couldn't go by myself because you kind of just show up and you have to force yourself to go talk to people for no reason. So the introvert in me wanted to help the other introverts. And so I came up with little activities for people to do while they're at the event. So for the very first event that we did, ins and outs were really trending on TikTok. So like your 2024 was it? Oh my gosh, ins and outs. And I designed these custom cards in Canva. Canva's great for print shop. We print all our stuff in Canva. Not an ad, just love Canva. And there's like a little spot where you could write your ins and outs. You'd come in, you would write your ins and outs, and that immediately gave you a reason to go talk to somebody. What's on your board? What are your ins and outs? That is immediately an icebreaker. That's something other than what do you do for work? Because the what do you do for work, like we are tired of saying that over and over again. And even though this is a career networking event, we are all marketing girlies and we can connect on so much more than that. And so that was just a really fun activity to get girls to actually talk to each other and have a reason to talk. And you could come alone and feel like you could have an activity to do. So that was the first event. The second event we did, I designed custom little like punch cards. Like, when you go to I don't think they really do actual punches anymore, but you could go like a sandwich shop and get like a punch card. You get 10 punches, you get the next one free. So I designed a punch card and everybody that came in got a different shape. And your goal was to collect all of the shapes throughout the night. So you had to go talk to at least like, I think there were like 10 different shapes. So you had to go find 10 people that had each of the shapes. So you have to talk to more than 10 people to do that. And again, just such a great icebreaker to get you to have to go and talk to other people and lots of other people. Because also sometimes you come with one friend maybe, but you and that friend just talk to each other and you're like, okay, who do we talk to next? How do we talk to somebody else? What should we say? Who should we go up to? Like I've been that girl that's like with my friends, like who do we talk to? Like we came to a networking event and we're just talking to each other. And so this was just such a fun activity. The next event we did, I did bingo cards, but on the bingo cards, I tried to do things that were a bit more creative and more marketing girly related. So that was really fun. And then for this event, because I honestly, my favorite one out of all of those was the punch cards. I felt like it was super unique. I've never seen anybody else do it, but people complained that the punches were a bit hard to like. They were just cheap, right? I had to buy a bunch on Amazon. So for this event, we're doing stamps. And for this event, since it's birthday themed, we're asking you what your astrology sign is, and every single astrology sign, you'll get your own stamp. And your job is to talk to all of the different, or to find girls with all of the different signs at the event and to see who is your most like compatible sign. Playing into that theme, we also have a tarot card reader at the event. So she's going to kind of focus on like career readings. And so we're really trying to play into that birthday theme with like this astrology aspect. And so I love having these activities at events. I feel like it's super special and super unique to Sky Society. I haven't seen other people do it, at least the way that we do it. And I think it's a fun way. It's also not on your phone, right? It's like, it's a fun way to like disconnect from your phone for a little bit and do a fun activity. And yeah, I think they're so fun. I love being creative and coming up with them. And I think they're so special. So that is usually how I think through events. Behind the scenes, what you don't see is there are a million different things that we are thinking about and curating of like every single aspect. So much goes into events. I'm so grateful to have an amazing team that's supporting me for this one. And huge thank you to Bree specifically on our team who really, really like carried the lead in helping with so much of stuff for the event. But if you are thinking of hosting an event, my biggest advice is really imagining that person's experience walking through the doors. What are they doing? Where are they going? Who are they talking to? How are they going to feel? Really thinking through their experience, thinking about what you want them to do there. So we want our girls to talk to other people and to post. So how can we make that as easy as possible? And really thinking about that purpose. And again, when you're trying to get venues, thinking about the value and how you can collaborate, because getting a venue by doing it in kind is thousands of dollars in savings, but events definitely rack up costs. My first event, I did it super cheap, so you definitely don't need to spend a lot of money to host an event that people really love. People loved our first event just as much as they loved our larger events. But yeah, a lot goes into it. Start earlier than you think you need to. We've been planning this for so long. I have been pulling such late nights leading up to this just because the business doesn't stop, right? We still have the accelerator and all the things that Sky Society does. So it's a lot of work, but it's so much fun. It's so rewarding. It's so special getting to connect with your community. I really think nothing replaces events. I really would love to do Sky Society events all over. We're genuinely looking to do other states this year. So if you have a state or a city you want us to come to, please let us know. We are listening. We really want to come to others this year. And we have a lot of other fun stuff planned this year for events. So hopefully this was helpful just to think, just to see kind of what is my process for events. I feel like if you're watching this on Spotify, I apologize for how crazy I look. I literally had spent the entire morning since 6 a.m. getting ready for the event. I'm here recording this episode and then I'm about to head to the event. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to Marketing Girly. If you've been here for if anyone's been here for 5 years, that's crazy. But I can't believe Sky Sadie is turning 5. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. You girls truly mean the world. And I feel so grateful to have this job and to do what I do. I get to help people. I get to change their lives. I get to create friendships and community. And I absolutely love it. So thank you for giving me the best job ever. Hopefully this was helpful. And I hope to see you at a future Sky Society event.